Hi everyone. Welcome to Gacha Memories 2025. So, before I go on, this video is gonna end at 11:38 because I don't know. I've been doing a lot of Twitch business. The same reason as why I took a week off from Fortnite last week. Twitch business. And some more Twitch business was holding me up tonight. And I'm gonna explain my SML reaction video mishap at the end of this video. So I hope you are ready for that, because I got a lot to explain. But for now, let's continue on with the story, shall we? Last week on here we faced anomalies. Me and Mitsuko both faced anomalies. I got hit in the arm, and Mitsuko got hit in the back. So, yeah. Really nasty stuff. Alright, let's get started. Although we were hurt, both me and Mitsuko agreed that if Luni made a portal, she needed to talk to us about something. I wonder what it's gonna be. I'm worried. Are you both alright? Yeah. We're okay. Travis, your arm is purple. And Mitsuko, so is your back. Yes, it is. What happened? Alright. We got hit by the beams of the anomalies. The anomalies, they're everywhere. Around a half hour after Travis left for school, I started my investigation. It showed up on a map as glitches, and when we step on those areas, our sense of reality is briefly turned upside down. Like someone injected a heavy dose of hallucinogens in our veins. I know how to say that word perfectly now. I learned a lot. Fortunately, those beings tend to congregate in deserted areas. I like to say that I found glitched areas on the map as well, but at school, but they tend to disappear after a while. The monsters don't always show up. What about your wounds? How did they get so large? The beams. A really deadly beam. They hit us both. Yeah, even Travis wasn't that hurt when he first fought him. Yeah, because they were all bruises. See it in their eyes that they are breathing both. I can see it in their eyes and in their breathing. Both Luni and Ellie are incredibly worried about the both of us. But for the sake of taking care of the situation, they're trying to be calm. After I left school, I decided to aid Mitsuko. Finding her was easy enough, but when Travis came, I was already fighting some of those strange cubes. But the moment he joined the fight, they started to behave differently. Huh? Alright. Well, I mean, it's true. If you hadn't seen last week's video. She's right. She is right. Up until now, they always attacked first, charging at us thoughtlessly, but instead they all rushed towards each other, fusing together. In short, they turned into a bigger cube, as big as a war tank. We thought it would start attacking us in the same manner, charging recklessly, but it got us by surprise. It suddenly shot a beam at us. Not a light beam, but something else. Travis got hurt because he had to protect me. Oh. Of course she would bring that up as part of the explanation. And I kept telling her that it wasn't her fault. It's not. You did the same for me, Mitsuko. It was not your fault. Exactly. I see. How are you two feeling? Well, I'm wincing in pain. It hurts, but it's not as much as getting hit by the beam. But as it stands, I can barely move my arm. My whole back hurts. I can't even walk properly. I have to sleep on my stomach today. I don't know how to explain it, but the beam the giant cube used is rather small. I'd say it's as big as a baseball, but it can bruise an entire part of your body. That's terrible. Both of you should take it easy for a while. Ellie doesn't sound stubborn. Take it easy for a while. No. Enemies that can ignore someone's endurance and disable them with only a few well-placed attacks. Really? Travis, Mitsuko, would you mind if I try to scan your bruises? Sure, go for it. Both me and Mitsuko shook our heads, but it would help Luni determine the case of the anomalies. It will probably be okay. Yeah, absolutely. Luni went towards me first, her hand hovering gently above my bruise. What? What is it? Luni, what's wrong? No. Something has to be wrong about these readings. What is it? With a pale face, she mumbled to herself and quickly went over to Mitsuko. Even though she was panicking, she still exerted enough control to not put pressure on the fox goddess's bruise. Oh man. Something tells me that this does not sound good at all. If possible, Luni got even paler, stumbling towards Mitsuko. Luni, what's wrong? Ellie asked the same question as I did. Those bruises. What about the bruises, Luni? What is it? She started trembling, and it seemed like she was about to have a fit before she took her head and looked at us seriously. those things, they attack directly into your soul. No deeper than that. The reason your wounds got like that was because your very essence, your very concept of existence was attacked. What? My existence was attacked? That doesn't make any sense. That sounded bad. Real bad. Luni, what does that mean? She let out another shaky breath before recomposing herself. The part of you hit by that beam was effectively erased. What? I was partially erased? What the crap? What? But how? We're still intact. Just a little bruised. We got worse wounds than that before. Yeah, but this time it's different. Do you recall that healing magic can't instantly make the bruise go away? It's because of that. It's not much different from what I myself can do when I'm angry. Although it's much lesser scale. It's on a much lesser scale. She's implying. I look at my arm in shock. So those other bruises I got on my first battle. The ones you got during your first battle were likely much weaker from the ones you got during this one. I believe that the more they add to their total mass, the nastier their attacks become. Oh boy. Oh man. Which is what is making me worried, Travis. I don't want you to be erased. Erased? No. This is too much. This is way too much. Way too much. If my body gets destroyed, I can respond at my temple. But Travis, you're mortal. The three of them were looking towards me with extremely worried faces, while I am still in shock. Extreme shock. I can be erased. Mitsuko, responding won't save you either. This is for both of you. Being erased does simply that. Wipes you from existence and you can't be recovered. Oh my god. I see. But for Travis, it is still much more dangerous. Absolutely. It's worse. Way worse. Everyone, I'm not made of glass. I beat you all. I am strong. Why am I listening to myself? Why am I saying these things? Even my voice is filled with doubt. Well, of course it's filled with doubt. I'm listening to myself doubting myself, or doubting them. This is not the issue, Travis. What? Don't you get it? If you are erased, we will never see you again. You won't even have your soul visit in the afterlife. You will be gone. I don't want this to happen. Oh man. This is just getting even more. Oh man, this feels heavy. This feels extremely heavy. Travis, if the enemies get enough numbers on you, get enough numbers, even you can be overwhelmed. If you accumulate enough wounds, it takes time for your soul to recover. We don't think you're weak, far from it, but you're already hurt. If those wounds keep on piling up, but you're hurt too. I know that, which is why I will take my time to recover. You should do the same. Yeah, I think I should. I think I really should recover from this. Travis, I actually think you should sit this one out. Of course. What? Why? You already know why. All of us here care for you greatly, and we don't want something to happen to you. I believe I can resolve this incident on my own from here. I mean, I respect her for that. I legitimately respect her for it. I don't know what to say. All of this, all of a sudden, your concern and love is heartwarming, but should I really sit this one out? Previously, all I could think about is a reason to sit out. All I could think about is a reason to sit out was because it could affect my daily life. But now... But... You won't be able to come here until I'm done. We're going to send you to Earth and you will stay there, keeping away from anomalies until I'm done. You are forbidden to teleport unless you want to possibly get squashed in that strange dimension. Oh man. I look down in my lap. Staying away from the universe for an unknown amount of time. Also, we won't be able to contact you because I will need to focus everything I have for this. I won't even be able to talk to him? Nope. What if I choose to continue helping you? Idiot! Do you even know what you're saying? Why are you even considering that? I need to just shut my mouth right now. This is beyond serious. That's the word I'm looking for. Is that this is beyond serious. But you are the hero who saved us, who saved all of us. I guess we should have known you wouldn't accept to stay out without knowing everything first. If you choose to continue helping us out, we will continue as we are. But both me and Ellie will become more invested in it. I don't want to make any spoilers ahead. However, you will need to focus 100% on this, so you will have to miss school for a while. I'll even help out with forging a perfect medical order to stay at rest. Whatever you were planning to do on school, you will have to forsake it. Yeah, like forsake. Yeah, I mean like forsake Aoi, Cuckoo, Naomi, and Kugari. Have to forsake those guys. I see. And clearly, I already know the answer. Decision time, guys. Taking into account both current situation and the concern for those 3 girls for me, I will. Alright guys, this is probably going to be the final decision. This is going to be the final decision I've ever made, and it's heavy-hearted. You know exactly what I'm going to choose from here. Taking into account both the current situation and the concern of those 3 girls for me, I will. It was something to be said that the relief those 3 felt from my choice was so strong. I got trapped in a collective hug. Bro, I'm gonna cry, man. Dude, I'm about to cry, bro. No matter how much I wanted to stay and to help them out, I just didn't want them to worry about me even more than they already had. My arm, now in a sling and covered in bandages, is proof of this. Proof that their worries are well-founded and that they care for me enough to want to deal with this situation themselves. Absolutely. You can tell that I was almost crying because of this heavy-hearted decision that I had to make. I don't know where I saw it, whether it was in an anime game or movie, but sometimes you just have to trust your friends and do what's best for your sake. To allow them to fight for you, to protect you. That there is nothing wrong with accepting help and stepping out of the conflict. Ellie, Luni, Mitsuko. Knowing that we would be unable to see each other for a while, a few weeks at best, several months at worst. They all hugged me, showing their relief at me, accepting their help and sadness at being away for so long. For the rest of that day, we simply played around like usual, and after a sad goodbye, I was finally brought home in one of Luni's portals. Bro, that brought tears to my eyes, but it did not bring tears to my face. It almost did. You can tell I almost got emotional there. I'm sorry. next morning, I groggily opened my eyes, wincing in pain because of my still bruised left arm. So, I guess I'll be stuck on Earth for a while, huh? I try not to think much about it, but it's hard before that. But it's hard. Before all that, my life was pretty normal, boring, but most of all, lonely. Because no schools near home had spots left. I was forced to rent an apartment and study anyway. But after the whole corruption incident, I had gotten used to frequently hang out in Luniverse, and I made constant use of my powers to visit wherever I wanted, who I wanted, but more importantly, hang out with my friends. It will be lonely, even if just for a small time, to not be able to hear Luni ramble about ducks, Lilith's innuendos, Mitsuko's teasing, or even going on adventures with Ellie. Just like Gacha Resorts. I still feel like I should have stayed and helped, but now it's too late to do that. Enough getting depressed. I need to go to school. I slowly get up, wincing again because of my damaged arm, and I took a seating position. I looked at the table, and I always leave my smartphone on. It must be rather early. It didn't ring yet. Let's see. 6 o'clock. Plenty of time to get myself ready. I'll need it with my arm in that state. Yeah. New messages? Of course. I smile fondly at the senders' names, Ellie, Lilith, Luni, and Mitsuko. I click on Ellie's first. Don't worry, we will be back on our adventures in no time. You better get me some gems when I see you again, you hear? And stay away from danger, or I'll be mad. I'll miss you. I'll miss you too, Ellie. The last part was all the way to the bottom of the text box. Oh, Ellie, try to be more honest with yourself. I'll miss you too, my cute little companion. I'll give my all for this, for you, for everyone. I may normally be a slacker, but on this, I'll not fail. I assure you. I just want a reward once we meet again, okay? Okay, Luni. You will get your reward. Of course, Luni. I'll be sure to give you a reward for your efforts. But don't overwork yourself. Sorry I couldn't give my goodbyes yesterday. I was away. But have those as a little. See you soon gift. Take care, you understand? I'll miss you too, cute little summoner. Will do, Lilith. There's some attached files. What is it? Oh. Oh! Oh, of course she would send those. How could I forget that? Oh boy, how could I forget that? What do I do with those? Well, I'll keep them for now. Really now, Lilith? I know you're a succubus, but still. Oh goodness. I almost dropped my revelry, my piece of crap revelry. Gosh. I'll take a closer look later. We must never know. Goodness. I shake my red face before trying to forget about it and open Mitsuko's message. I'll be staying here and helping those three out. Don't worry, I won't be lonely when we meet again. I'll be sure to make up something fun for all of us to do together. Will do, Mitsuko. A smile at her message. Yeah, I'll look forward to it, Mitsuko. Thanks, girls. This all cheered me up considerably. With much more vigor, I get up from bed and start my preparations for the day. This arm will be a small hindrance, but nothing I can't manage. For them, I'll be sure to stay as much out of danger as possible. With that said, I went off to prepare myself for school, and after I was finished taking care of business, I set off on a regular day. And that is a good spot to leave on right there. I can't exit the game actually without returning to menu screen. Well, it looks like Luni made that extremely shocking discovery that I can be erased by the anomalies and I'll never be seen again. I'll no longer exist. And I made a heavy-hearted decision for the last time. I think you know the reason. And, about that explanation about the SNL reaction video of Jeffy plays Pickleball. Hold on. Okay. This frickhead here won't stop acting up. At my first take, I was at the very end of my reaction video, and all of a sudden, the video itself just stopped. The audio was still playing. That was my first take. And my second take, I guess the rest of my 3 takes were crap. Well, I guess the other 2 takes were crap. My second and third take. But the fourth take finally, I got it all done. I mean, the notifications were screwing up on the second take because notifications keep rapidly popping up. And the third take, I hadn't even gotten even further into the reaction video, and then it just started stopping and the audio kept playing. It just starts acting up repeatedly. It took 4 takes for me to do that reaction video. And I was so stressed out and I was so frustrated with this revelry. I almost wanted to smash it. And there would be absolutely no more reaction videos from here on out. I almost resorted to doing that. Almost. But luckily I didn't. So, yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna try and do the the SMG4 movie premiere reaction video with the use of AZ screen recording of Silence of the Cats. And we'll see how that goes from there. And I'm gonna go on my date with Kaylee, and I'll make sure none of her video calls interrupts that premiere reaction video, as I had enough crap dealing with that. And just stay tuned for Toy Blast, and I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow night when I come home from my date. I guess we'll think of something. So, you guys have yourselves a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.